They didn't have it last night in Game 5. The vet duo of LeBron James and Marcus Smart from the Los Angeles Lakers failed to regain the lead and outsmart the Houston Rockets Wednesday. Rockets' Reed Shepherd took a page out of their book and turned the table on the Lakers in clutch time. But in order to win the series, the Lakers need to get back to what worked in the first 3 games, the one area where they kept coming out on top: basketball IQ. There's a reason why people always talk about how important veterans are in basketball. In the playoffs, it's even more the case, and we're seeing proof of that right before our eyes in the Los Angeles Lakers-Houston Rockets first-round playoff series. As the Lakers went up 3-0 last week without Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic, oblique and hamstring strain, it was in no small part due to the basketball IQ and experience of the 2 vets on the team, Marcus Smart and LeBron James. In the playoffs, the smallest details, margins and decisions can make or break a possession, a quarter or a game, ultimately a series. One possession can result in a change in momentum that ends up winning you the game. Being 1 game up can switch the momentum of a series completely. And here, playoff experience making quick decisions in that type of high-pressure environment can be a deciding factor. A great example is a much-talked-about possession in Game 3. The Lakers were down 3 with 25.4 left of the game. LeBron James goes up to press and manages to poke the ball away. Marcus Smart secures the loose ball and passes it quickly back to James, who ends up making a 3 to tie the game and send it to overtime, which the Lakers comfortably win. But what came before this was even more impressive. With 33 seconds left, the Rockets had a chance to close the game up 695-101. Just listen to the commentators. The Lakers needed a stop at this point to even have a shot at turning the tide, and Smart knows. He starts to pressure and steals the ball, then shoots a quick 3 and gets fouled. 3 free throws and the Lakers go from being down 6 with 33 seconds left to being down 3 with 25 seconds left. James' 3 next possession tied the game, and they eventually secured the win. And remarkably, the vet duo was almost entirely behind the whole thing. An incredible example of how good decision-making, high basketball IQ and understanding of the game can affect winning directly. LeBron James, 41, famously won 4 championships with 3 different teams through his 23 NBA seasons. Marcus Smart, 32, may not be considered a superstar like James, but he has substantial experience and playoff acumen from his time on the Boston Celtics with multiple Eastern Conference Finals and an NBA Final on his resume. All of that experience clearly has translated well on this team of hard workers, as well as with an aging superstar. His connection with James has been nothing short of impressive, exemplified throughout this series. James made sure to point this out too after the viral meme of him communicating with only facial expressions during one of the first games. That was to Smart. You guys seen the meme after Game 1? I can look at him, and he can know what the hell I'm talking about. When someone knows what the hell you're talking about without having to spell it out, it's a sure sign of chemistry and basketball IQ. And the 2 of them have linked up in a way that other teams could only dream of. Just look at the connection that goes before this perfect lob from Smart to James in a crucial clutch possession in Game 3 again. Leading the defensive effort and getting stops, Smart has obviously been both very important to James and his performance during this round, as well as to the team. Knowing when to act and adjust, and having the trust of his teammates makes him invaluable to this team. When athleticism is dwarfed by IQ, only the best stay around long enough to become vets in the NBA. And as time passes they have to adjust their game and play style. Everyone will eventually lose the raw athleticism they may have had earlier in their career, or at least see it be diminished by age and injuries, and have to rely more on their basketball IQ. That's one of the reasons most vets are considered intelligent basketball players, because just being able to stay in the league and then understanding how to adjust after your peak makes for high basketball IQ, as well as experience, which plays a large part, too. And players understanding the push and pulls of a game, the importance of when to pounce, when to slow down, and how to change the momentum is that special sauce that makes a basketball game, and especially a playoff series, so exciting to watch. Here's another clutch possession by the duo, but from Game 2. Marcus Smart with the steal, followed by an offensive possession where they slowed down the pace, just to pick it up with a quick backdoor cut and a perfect pass by Smart to James. Again, Marcus Smart's performance in the first games of the 2026 playoffs is a great example of how small intangibles that don't always make the stat sheet can affect a game and winning directly. So if you're looking at the box score to give you an impression of a game, let Smart be a reminder that it's in between the numbers that the magic actually happens. Rockets hold off Lakers to force Game 6 after falling behind 3-0 in series. The Houston Rockets are still on their back foot, but they're 2 wins from making NBA history. After trailing by double digits at one point in the first quarter, Houston roared back to take Game 5 99-93 against the Los Angeles and force a Game 6 in a series they once trailed 3-0. No NBA team has ever overcome a 3-0 deficit, but the Rockets will try to take another step toward that feat on Friday. They've already achieved something notable, though. Before Wednesday, no visiting team had defeated LeBron James in a closeout game since 2008. Jabari Smith Jr. led Houston with 22 points on 6 of 13 shooting, while every other starter scored in double digits. It was Reed Sheppard who delivered the biggest swing of the game in the fourth quarter. Right after the Lakers cut the deficit to 3 points, with the Crypto.com arena fully awakened, the point guard hit a pull-up jumper over Lakers center DeAndre Ayton, got the ball from LeBron James on an aggressive steal and hit the breakaway dunk to push the lead back up to 7. However the rest of the series works out, Wednesday's result does mean 2 fewer days of possible rest for the next series. The Oklahoma City Thunder await in the Western Conference semifinals, and they are probably just fine with what happened Wednesday. There also might be a sense of regret for the Rockets given that it would be them trying to close out the series in Houston if they hadn't fallen apart in that brutal Game 3, but star center Alperen Sengun indicated the team had learned a valuable lesson. Austin Reeves returns after nearly 4 weeks. The Lakers entered Game 5 with some reason for optimism, thanks to the return of Austin Reeves. The rising star guard had been out since April 2 with a grade 2 oblique strain, but made it back a little earlier than expected. Los Angeles is still short-handed with the absence of Luka Doncic, but there had been concerns Reeves wouldn't make it back in time to play a postseason game for the Lakers. Reeves, who was second on the Lakers in points per game in the regular season, came off the bench but still wound up being a featured player. He finished with 22 points and 6 assists in starter-level minutes. Like the Lakers with Doncic, the Rockets are also missing their leading scorer in Kevin Durant, who has appeared in only 1 game all series. He remains out with both a left ankle sprain and bone bruise, and it remains to be seen if he'll make it back in time for Games 6 or 7. LeBron James achieves a playoff first. There are several NBA leaders that James sits atop, and one of them is playoff steals. No other player in league history has even reached 400 career steals in the postseason. Scottie Pippen is the closest with 395. James became the first player to reach 500 for his career in the second quarter.